Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Shell and on this channel I've been sharing with you my weight loss journey since the beginning of January this year. I started following Weight Watchers when they offered a really good beginning of the year deal, and since then I've moved over to calorie counting. This week I've had a really good week again. I've enjoyed all the foods I've been eating. I really like calorie counting. It suits me down to the ground. I've also been trying some new clothes as well this week because the sun's been out. And I did say last week, each week I keep thinking, is it going to be time for t-shirts? And it has been this week. Although I'm a bit late to do my video today. Normally I do my videos round about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but at the minute it's round about 5 o'clock, so I'm a bit later doing the videos, hence it's gone cold, hence I'm back in the jumper again. But I would like to get some summer clothes now that I've lost weight. The things I had last year, apart from not being very nice, I've had them for donkey's years and they're big clothes. And I didn't know what size to buy, and I've seen a few people recently buying clothes in size 10 who were, well, there was one lady a couple of weeks ago and she was 13 stone 6 and she was buying clothes in size 10 and fitting. So I thought, well, I don't know. I always remembered that I had to be around about 8 stone to get into a size 10, but I thought, well, I'll get some and see. So I bought myself, I found some Marks and Spencer's jeans on eBay that were only £6, so I bought those, and I bought some jogging bottoms. I also bought a skirt, and no, they are as small as I remember. They're tiny like doll's clothes. I managed to get into a skirt this week that was, it did say size 14 on it, but I can't get in any of my other clothes that are 14. So I'm still really a size 16. But I did manage to get into this one skirt that I've had in the wardrobe for, it must be about a decade, and it's still got the new tags on, like a denim skirt. And it was stretchy. So although it was a size 14, I did manage to get it on and I was wearing it as well. Only in the house, I didn't let anybody else see me in it. But it was very nice to wear it, and it was cool. But it'd be a long time before I wear a skirt on my video here or even go venture out into the street in one. But I did try to get the jeans, and they were like yoga pants. I did try to put them on, and again I get them to about 4 to 6 inches above my knee, and then they just jam solid. There's no way they go up any further, and it's not even close. They're a long way off being able to be pulled up at all. So I'm quite a long way from being in a size 10, which I'm yearning to be. But we'll all get there. We will all get there eventually. So this week I wanted to tell you about my shop to Asda. I've never shopped in Asda before, partly because their website wasn't very accessible for blind people to use. They were a long way behind the other ones in that department. And also, they never used to have that much good stuff for vegans in Asda. Everyone used to say that the vegetables were good value, but as for their ready meals and their processed food type things, they never had very much. They used to have the Quorn and the Linda McCartney, but not much else. So it wasn't really worth going to all the effort of learning how to use the website if there wasn't much to buy. But about a fortnight ago, my friend Jane said to me, oh, I've been trying these things from Asda and they're absolutely gorgeous. And she said their plant-based range is much better than it used to be. I think she might have shown some of the things on the channel, on her own channel, that she was eating. If you haven't seen her channel, it's Jane. If you put Jane, Jane, Jane Day into YouTube, you'll find her Slimming World channel. And I'm sure she showed some of these things on hers when she was talking about Asda. So I thought, well, I'm going to try, and I did manage to get a couple of the things that she recommended and lots of other things. So on Monday, when we first got the delivery, we had these which Jane recommended. I'll turn them a couple of ways up in case they're not the right way up. Back of them. These are Asda's own dirty fries, and they are absolutely delicious. They taste like, it's quite a big tray. You're probably supposed to only have half the tray each, but I don't believe in having half trays. We always have the full tray to ourselves. We had one each, and they taste just like chip shop chips with cheesy sauce on and a few slices of whole chilies on top. Oh, they're just heavenly. I can't tell you, heavenly they are. And the whole thing, this is one of the best things about it, the whole thing was only 402 calories. Now that, to me, I don't know how they've done it. I don't know how they have managed to make something that tastes so naughty be so few calories. So if you like chip shop style chips, cheesy sauce, this is definitely the thing for you. They're gorgeous, really nice. I think you could probably pull the peppers off if you don't like anything too spicy, because when you get one of those peppers, ooh, really hot. So I highly recommend those. I will be getting those now every time I go to Asda. I wish I'd bought more. So that's what we had on Monday. On Tuesday night, we always have chips, bought oven chips on a Tuesday night. It's usually our only one processed meal a week, but this week we've had a few. So this is, again, it's Asda's plant-based roasted vegetable and hummus pizza, and as you can see, it's a big pizza. It's, proper, probably a 12-inch, I would say. Oh, it was lovely, really nice. It's so moist, and I think why it's only got so few calories in is because it hasn't got all the cheese on. The hummus is the sauce. It's quite thin, and the topping is, it's only, the whole thing is thin, but it's only 330 calories. I had this with 300 calories worth of chips and salad, so that's a really good meal for only around about 700 calories. And it doesn't taste like diet food, I can tell you that now. This is gorgeous, lovely pizza. So that's another recommendation. On Wednesday, we had this. This was another recommendation from Jane. This is Asda's plant-based lasagna. I'll turn it a couple of ways up just in case. It's a big ready meal. You don't need anything else with it. It's filling and it's so creamy. And we did ours in the oven. You can do it in the microwave. We did ours in the oven and it goes all crispy on the top. It's all cheesy and hot and thick. Oh, it's lovely. 362 calories, I think. 360 something. I think it's 362 calories for the whole packet. I really recommend that. It's lovely. I'll be getting that again as well. Things are getting piled up now. I've got so much. So last night, it was my partner Andy's birthday. So we were celebrating. We have birth weeks in our house. We don't have birthdays because they're too short. We have birth weeks, so we tend to celebrate for a whole week. But last night was the main day. And as part of the meal and as the dessert, I didn't know whether to show this on this channel because it's probably the most undietary thing you can think of. I'll show it all the different ways up so you can get an idea. This is Asda's special chocolate and caramel tart. And special is, it doesn't do it justice. It's not special, it is unbelievably gorgeous. If you ever need a treat, this is it. I have to say, it's like the size of a small dinner plate. The whole thing is 1,760 calories, which is quite hefty, but because it's quite a sickly thing, you don't need that much of it. It's a pastry base, which is savoury, so it's savoury, crumbly pastry base. On top of that is a thin layer of really sweet caramel sauce. It's really caramelly, really sweet, but it's only a thin, like a runny consistency. And on top of that is about half an inch thick of, it's like chocolate, dark chocolate fudge. And if you put it in the fridge, it sets, not solid, oh my tummy's rumbling now. It sets almost solid and it's lovely. I had an eighth, which isn't as small as you'd think. I thought an eighth would be about a finger's width across, but it wasn't. It was about 3 fingers width across. And it was only that was only 220 calories for an eighth, and I really felt like I'd had a treat. I can't tell you how gorgeous this is. It is. I would not buy anything else if I was getting a treat dessert. And you could do that. I mean, as long as you had someone to share it with. All right, if you were doing it on your own, 200, and you were doing a quarter each night, it would take you, well, 8 days to get through. But if you had someone to share it with, and you can just have a quarter, I might have another quarter tonight. Not quarter, I'd love to have a quarter. Another eighth tonight. 220 calories. So even though I had a piece of this tart, which is the most undietary thing you can think of, I was still within my calories last night. I didn't go over, and I had a glass of bubbly as well. Only a small glass. I don't drink normally, only for birthdays and things, and so I just had 100 ml glass of bubbly, which was lovely. But it didn't take me over my calories. I've not gone over my calories at all this week. I've always stuck within my calories. I didn't even have a maintenance day this week, because the couple of days where I ate more calories, I only went up to 1,470, which is 100 calories short of my maintenance. So it's been a very good week with all those treats. I've got more things to show you from Asda. As I try them, I'll let you know. We've got, I think it's called sweet potato and katsu curry from a tin tonight. We've got lentil and chickpea dal in a tin. We've got duckless spring rolls. We bought ready meals, which were, I think they were called tikka masala and rice. They're frozen. They're to have this week as well. And there are other things, but I have to say, I don't know who makes Asda's plant-based range, but we both feel that they're better on average than both Sainsbury's and Tesco's and Morrison's. I don't know whether they've got the same person to make all their plant-based things, and there are so many more to try. They all look delicious, and some unusual things, not just the run-of-the-mill ordinary chilies and whatnot. They've got some different things. So I'm looking forward to that, but I highly recommend shopping at Asda. If you shop at Asda and you can recommend anything to me, please do in the comments below. I would love to try all the new things. There's so many things there that I haven't tried. It's going to take me a while to get to it, and if you can tell me about the good stuff, I get there quicker. So, on to the weigh-in. Last week I weighed 10 stone 9 pounds, which put me at a weight loss of 1 pound short of 3 stone. So if I could lose a pound this week, I would be made up. If you'd have told me in January, 1st of January, that I would be 3 stone lighter by the beginning of June, I just would never have believed you. This calorie counting, I just love it. It really suits me. It just suits my personality down to the ground. I feel there isn't anything I can't have, as you can see through all this week. There isn't anything I can't have, and as long as I count it, I can feel confident that I won't put weight on. And that is something, other plans I've been on before, I've never been quite confident. But with this one, as long as I stick to within my calories, I can be confident of a weight loss. So let's wake the lady up.
Hello. It's ready.
So I need to be less than 10 stones 9 pounds.
10 stones, 5.8 pounds.
5.8, so I'll round that up to 10 stone 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a loss of 3 pounds this week. I'm made up with that, I really am. I'm so happy with this plan. I'm really enjoying it. And, you know, now the summer's coming in, although I can't get in any size 10 clothes, I can get in better clothes than I could last year. I remember going out a couple of times last year during the lockdown. I remember my parents coming, and we went out for a walk, and I just felt so uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. I had nothing that I could wear really, and what I did wear I felt terrible in. But not this summer. This summer, although it's probably going to be next summer before I can get in the size 10 things, this summer I'm going to be in size 14s, and you know that's still a nice size to be. So, going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. Please let me know in the comments how you're getting on. I really love to know how you're doing. If you haven't had a good week, well, don't worry about it. There's always next week and you can start again on Monday. And if you have had a good week, let me know how much you've lost, how you're getting on, what plan you're doing, although I think most people that comment, I know what plan they're following. Have a lovely week. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I shall see you next week. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.